If you like my videos, be sure to subscribe and turn post notifications on so you never miss any of my uploads. Also, make sure to check out my merch shop. I'll be adding even more to it super soon. But for now, enjoy the video. Why haven't you told me all this before?
Hey,
Hey, how'd it go? Did you get the tickets or clear?
no, I don't think we're gonna be able to get on the train tonight. We're probably gonna have to spend the night here, because, like I just said, we're too late.
Oh, well, don't be silly.
late,
We can figure out something else. We'll wait for the next train, or maybe we
well,
can get a bus,
there's no more train. Well, it's back to Newsham, and this was the only train left, and now we just gotta wait here. And yes, we will eventually get on a train or something, but it's gonna take forever to get back to my mom, and who knows what's going on with my mom. It could be terrible. It like she hadn't sent me another message, and
Really?
just that, like, something bad, like I need to go back, it's like really need me. So
Well, it's okay, Levi. We'll figure something out. I mean, all right. It's 9:41. I can't believe this is the last train. I thought they went through the night. Since when?
well, I thought so. I thought they would have another one like at 10 or something. Maybe, I don't know. This guy just like, nah, just like, I don't know. It's just.
Well, I mean,
just
there's a
being
perfectly
ridiculous.
good train right here.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just.
I could. You know.
What do you mean?
Well, I'm gonna be honest. I don't really want to use my quirk, but I mean, this is really important, and we don't know what's going on with your mom. So, if I have to, I can talk to him and convince him to take us.
Your power. I forgot about that. Which is super useful.
I don't know about that. It's actually gotten me into quite a bit of trouble lately, but...
Really? But you think it will work here?
Well, I know it'll work. But... if something's going on with your mom, I want to help, so if there's ever a time to use it, I guess it's now, right?
I guess. I mean, I'm just really worried because I'm very uncertain with like what my mom. It could be nothing, but it could be everything. It could be something really bad, and I don't know if I can, live with the uncertainty.
Mm-hmm. Well,
so,
I mean, I don't want to head back to the dorms. Let's just. I'll talk to him. Okay.
Okay.
Hi, sir. So I heard you're not taking any more passengers tonight. That's very unfortunate, but rumor has it you actually would like to take my boyfriend and I to Newsom. So, if we could do that, that would be great. Cool. All right. I think we're good.
What? Just like that?
Yeah, just like that.
Oh my god. Yeah. Thank you.
Of course. We should probably get on the train so
yeah,
you can close the doors and
should get
things.
All right. Okay.
After you.
Oh my god. I sent
Everything
another
okay?
message. Still nothing. It's just not online. My mom.
Maybe she laid down to get some sleep. You know, it is pretty late.
That sounds like a bad thing.
Well,
I don't want
know.
to think. Yeah, lay down. Yeah.
I guess it depends on what exactly is going on. Did she really not tell you anything?
She
Did
just
say if
said
she was
something bad
sick,
happened.
or...
Please come back as soon as possible. I need you, literally. So that's it could be like in my mind, like part of me just like it could be nothing.
Right.
Because my mom, she could be a lot sometimes, but it's my mom, and I don't want to think like that, and it could very likely and be something that is really bad, and I mean she hasn't messaged me back.
Well, if she said
so,
something terrible happened, I mean, it could be anything. You know.
Yeah, I mean,
I would
she's
like to.
living by herself, so
Yeah.
it could be scary by herself. I mean, I have been with her for the longest time until until starting school here. So
Yeah, but it's not your responsibility to take care of her too, you know? I mean, that's a lot to fall on your shoulders. You've got to worry about yourself.
If I don't, care about, there's not a lot of people that will, and
Well,
if
I'm
I
not
don't do it,
saying
then
not
who
to
will,
care.
right?
I know.
I cannot lose her. I cannot have anything bad happen to her.
Look, you're not gonna lose her, Levi. I know it's really easy to get into your own head about these sort of things, but I mean, we're on our way there right now. That's all we can do, so just try to breathe and I guess relax. You know?
I guess I'm trying. It's just
I know.
it's just
it's
hard. I've never
it's
felt
hard.
like this for a long time. Like feeling I mean, try to make sure I feel great and that I'm okay, but right now I just feel very small and like just I guess I'm just really anxious and just really worrying what thing could happen, like bad things.
Well, I would be too if I were in your shoes. I mean, that's just natural, and it shows you have a big heart. But we'll be there soon, and we're gonna take care of whatever she needs help with. And I didn't think I was going to meet your mom on these sort of circumstances, but that's exciting.
Yeah.
I guess.
Is it? I mean, I know this is not how you wanted this night to go. Again, I felt like it's the second time where try to do a date night and completely go off the script. It's nothing you want to I feel like in a way ruining your the expectation that you have, and I'm sorry. I know you probably wanted something else. We're not meeting my mom, and I mean I'm glad you're coming with me because I mean I don't even know if I would be able to be on a train if you didn't choose to come with me and be with me. So
Yeah.
but I'm sorry for if I ruined anything.
You don't owe me any apology, Levi. I'm just happy to come along and be able to help you. And as far as the date tonight, just to know that you still want to put effort towards us. It, in and of itself, that means a lot. And plus, I owe you one. I mean, you remember back in the day when I was still in foster care and far
Right,
beyond
yeah.
where we are now. It's crazy to see how far we've come, but after I
Yeah.
lost my parents, things were really dark in my life for quite a long time, and until I met you, and you were kind of like that little light who taught me how to put a smile back on my face. And you helped me through the darkest part of my life, so I
Yeah.
mean, if there's anything I can do to help you, I'm gonna do it. And
Yeah.
I mean, it was, I guess, comforting to hear that I wasn't alone with the fact that, I guess I lost both of my parents, but
Right.
we still related on that a little bit after you told me about your dad.
Yeah. My dad. I guess that's why I'm just really, like, I mean, losing parents is hard, and
Yeah.
I lost my dad, and it was just it was not easy to get over it. Actually, it was a lot. I guess that's why I'm so scared, about, because I can't have this happen again.
You never went
'Cause
into much detail about what exactly happened with him.
that's why I really want to go back as soon as possible, because when my dad left me, it was so sudden. It was about a year ago, and I was getting ready for my football
Mm-hmm.
game, and it was supposed to be like uh, a big game, and mom and dad is gonna go watch, and we're just getting ready. We're just eating. I mean, I was just eating salad. I remember that. It's just like every detail I can remember. And then everything was great. Like, I can't wait for them to see me. Not that I was doing really great.
Mm-hmm.
I was just some kind of mediocre football player, actually. But it
I'm
was a big
sure
game
you were
still,
great.
and then suddenly my dad, he just suddenly, feeling so much pain, and just fall down. He just fell onto the ground all of a sudden without any sign,
Just out of nowhere?
out of nowhere. I mean, he was perfectly healthy, and we didn't know, and he just fell down. And when that happened, I panicked. I just froze, and my mom made me like call 911, and it took me a long time to do it, and I just really just took the longest time, and I just see paramedics came in, and my dad, and I couldn't do anything. I I mean, yes, now I can do a lot of things, but I couldn't back then. I froze. I wasn't pushing myself hard enough. I didn't know what to do. I didn't prepare myself for that, and my dad just, when he got to the hospital, it was too late. Um, it was just too late, and he just left, and like all of a sudden, I can't even know properly goodbye, I guess, and I was really close with my dad, and like I used to talk to him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, I love my mom and my dad, but I always talk to my dad. Is always, I mean, my mom is the one, that
Right.
pushes me to do things, and to push my limits and do better. And my dad is always the one, like, just comfort me, talk to me at night, when things happen. And
I get it. I was really close to my mom when she was alive. My dad not so much because he was gone and he worked a lot, but I get what you mean when you say you're close to someone.
yeah,
Why haven't you told me all this before?
I I just I guess I don't know. Well, I guess I don't want to think that memory again. I guess it was just it's not something that I want to go through emotionally, I guess.
That's
It's
that's
just
understandable, but
too much. 'Cause,
it's
yeah,
nice to see you opening up. I mean, we don't really talk about, I guess,
right.
emotions or past really or any of that sort
Yeah,
of personal stuff.
I guess so. I guess that was a problem, huh?
I
That,
don't
but
know if it was a problem, but I mean, you used to talk
right.
to your dad, and I just want you to know that you can talk to me too.
Yeah, and honestly, now I just realize like talking about it, it's not too bad.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm still anxious, until I see my mom.
of
I'm
course.
still, of course, like, that, right?
Right.
But definitely feel better. But I mean, that's why I guess now I get why I'm just really I need to go, because I want to make sure I did the best that I could, and to make sure things are, I can help with my family, because
Mm-hmm.
back then I just really stood there. Yes, I made a call, but I didn't do anything else, and I didn't make sure. I mean, my mom even told me to go to the game. You
Oh,
know,
really?
yeah, I went to the game. I did it, and then when it ended, I found out the news that
That's a lot of
um
guilt to take in, Levi. And it wasn't your fault. I mean, it
yeah,
was a year ago. You're still young. You're not supposed to know what to do in those situations. It's not like now where you're training to become a hero. I mean, you
yeah,
did
that
what you could.
that's
And
why
you're
I've been,
definitely doing what
yeah,
you can now. 100%.
trying my best to be better.
Yeah.
Just pushing myself, and ever since my dad, I realized I could do so much more. And you know I I haven't like really pushed through with my quirk and such. Back
Mhm.
then yeah, I know I'm like strong and like some muscle in a way, but I like my dad, after my dad passed away, is the time that I really realized, I can really go like sports, and just go really big, and just like, jump. And now like I've learned more things. I can jump to really high places, and
Right.
throw some pounding push, punches, just all the things. But I couldn't do it before that, and only took, my dad leaving, I guess, to do it.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit too late, but what happens happened, right?
Yeah.
And now I need to make sure I am doing my very best with my
Well,
mom, you know?
yeah. I I think you are. And I'm sorry if I have affected anything that you've been trying to do as of late. I mean,
Um, I, no, I mean, affecting what,
well, I mean, just giving you another thing to worry about, I guess.
No, like, yeah, like, I really want things for us to be good, and
Mhm.
I really, yes, as I said, like, the night hasn't been going as planned, but I do hope it's, you know, that it's been getting better. I mean, at least that's how I can
Well,
feel.
hey, we're here and we're
Yeah, we're
talking,
here. We're
right?
just chilling on a train, which
Yep.
really stressing me out because it took forever to
Yeah,
get
it's
to the
a
place.
little bit of a ways away.
And yeah, and I'm running out of tea a little bit, so hopefully
uh,
they have water.
is that still the tea that Willow made you?
Yeah, the sports tea.
Hmm.
It's really good. You know, it heal. You know, I since that my knee was broken, and ever since I've been drinking that, and then it's sort of like a booster.
Right.
Like it really fits me well. It's like um coffee, but not coffee. Oh, well, it's tea, so tea,
Um,
but a special kind of tea, and it just really I can like in my like really buff form, I can even last longer now. Just like ooh, I can jump to high places, like and jump on the top of a tree. I gotta show
uh,
you that
that
later.
sounds great, Levi, but how often are you drinking that stuff?
Um, just like every 10 minutes.
Levi. I
Well, I was drinking it 5 minutes, every 5 minutes, but Willow told me I shouldn't, so I doubled time. So
yeah, I mean if it's anything like I mean coffee even you're not supposed to drink that often, maybe a cup a day, but I mean you don't know what's in that stuff, so maybe you want to chill out
well,
on
it's
it
a
a little
plan.
bit.
It's Willow's plan, and how bad can that? And it's not gonna be like Willow's so nice, and she knows what she's
No,
doing, right?
well yeah, but I'm sure it's fine. She wouldn't
Right.
put weird stuff in it or something, I guess, but
Yeah, it's just I mean her own plans, and it's been
yeah.
working out. I mean, I just really love to drink. Like it's like my favorite drink now, and it's like water, but I drink sports tea because sports
Um
tea are nice. So
okay.
I will try to like not drink as much.
Yeah,
Sorry.
maybe just no, don't apologize. Just
Yeah.
want to make sure you're you're being healthy, I guess.
I yeah, I am healthy. I feel. Do I not look healthy?
No,
I think I
you look great,
great, right?
Levi.
That's always. I mean, I've never looked better. I mean, you should like see me like a year or so before. I was like not like I was a little
Mhm.
bit, bigger. Well, not
What do
well,
you
like
mean?
just I don't have a lot of muscle as
Really?
much. Yeah,
I can't even imagine you like that, but
yeah. I was actually just have a really regular or some people say basic
hmm,
body before my dad.
I see.
Yeah, actually before my dad.
I'm sure you were just as cute back then as you are now.
Uh, yeah, but enough about me. Like, why don't we talk about something like talk
Hmm.
about you? It's all about me. You said you wanted to say something, right?
Oh,
Uh,
earlier.
before. I mean, this seems like we still have a little while to get there. So
Uh,
why don't you tell me about what you want to say? Um,
um,
like something on your mind?
uh, maybe we can save that for another time. Um, just with
Sure.
everything that's going on. Yeah,
It's about the
we
kiss.
the kiss. Oh, you mean
Which didn't happen, of course.
our
Again,
kiss that
that
didn't
was
happen.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah. Who? Or you mean the movie? No, it would be
no,
nice if we can
no.
get the movie. Yeah,
It
but, like,
definitely has to do with us. But I mean, tonight's been
yeah,
eventful enough, and I
I'm
think
really sorry about that.
no, it's fine. um, but
Yeah,
we definitely need to talk about that. But just maybe we'll save it for another night or day. I guess.
yeah. I guess right now we just gotta wait, and hopefully when we get there, my mom will be
Yeah,
fine.
still got a little ways to go. Maybe if you even wanted to close your eyes for a little bit, we'll get there
Yeah, I
quicker.
guess that would be nice, like a little nap.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of stuff. Okay, last sip before we get there, because I'm running out of tea, and I really hope, yeah,
Yeah.
that. All right. Hopefully, I can get a little bit of sleep and dream about something nice, right?
Yeah. And positive thoughts, and everything will
Yep,
be okay.
positive. Everything will be okay. Yeah.